Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Doing awesome.
Great. We've got some new characters here, so let's go around the table, introduce ourselves and our characters, and then we will hop into today's adventure. So, starting with Will, who are you and who are you playing today?
My name's Will. I'm not from anywhere, so this is the only place you'll know me from. And my character's name is Seraph. He's a elf fighter mage, and we're just here to have some fun today.
Excellent. And Bryan, you are reprising Zev.
Yes, and so Zev is a satyr hydrolosopher. Here's my hydra philosophy quote of the day, which is, what is the path of life but a multitude of branching heads? If one path gets cut off, do not fret, because two more will grow in its place. Unless the path was cut off via fire or acid, because most paths, most paths in life are stopped quite quickly using fire and acid.
That's a very good philosophy. It's applicable. It's wholesome. There's a lot of details there. I like it. And last but not least is Matthew. Please top that last intro.
Not going to top that last intro. My name's Buck, and I'm a typical wizard. I have 2 HP.
Nice.
Awesome. Cool.
All right, so let's do this. We are going to start off in Shenanigans today. And like we do every single day, let's get our tavern music up and playing. And let's figure out where you guys are all hanging out, because we got some tokens here. What part of the bar you guys enjoy, or not soliciting, visiting?
Fireplace.
Fireplace.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm, which one of these am I?
Oh my god, there's two. They're the exact same.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, this was not a problem I had.
Go grab the dark
I got
elf
brown
quick. Just
Hold
go.
on, wait. One of them has brown hair, and one of them has black hair. They are different. They are significantly
one is-
different.
This brown guy has, like, softer eyebrows.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think you've got the brown hair, Matthew,
Okay.
and
All right.
Sephiroth has got the black hair. Perfect. Cool. Excellent. So you guys are hanging out over on that side of the bar. The bar is at capacity. There's actually the new fire marshal is standing outside, having to turn people away. Apparently there was an incident in the last few days where there were too many people and a fire got started and some people died in the stampede. So now the fire marshal is hanging out, making sure that the bar cannot go over capacity. In fact, it's capped exactly at 100 seats. So, what is the mood inside the tavern, or at least between you guys right now?
I'm gonna be trying to sing like fire-related songs on my bow, right? Like, there's not gonna be a fire today, I hope, but it would be okay because we're not above capacity.
So these are like fire safety songs, not like, we didn't start the fire, or, one of those songs talking about how everything's about to burn down around you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just make a quick roll over here. It appears that this is pleasant. The songs might be a little bit cheesy, but some of these folks lost some good friends in the last week, so they not only tolerate but enjoy the fire safety related musical acts happening right here. Lovely. So a few minutes into your hanging out, the door opens up and in walks this heavily garbed figure with a cloak pulled low over their face, their hands tucked into the sleeves, with like a slow shuffling step that slowly makes their way to the bar. This person had to wait for someone to leave, of course, otherwise the fire marshal would have arrested them for trying to enter. And after a little bit of conversation with Desmond dispatches one of the kobolds to come over and tap you guys and say, Desmond, say something to you. You want me to tell you something.
What is it?
I don't remember.
Okay, I mean, you could go and talk to Des. You go think on that. Go talk to Des and come back to us.
Yeah.
Okay. And the kobold goes back, Goes over to Desmond, tugs on his shoulder. Desmond looks at him strangely and makes his way over to your table and goes, "You guys wanted to talk to me?"
Well, he came
you
over
wanted
here
to
and
talk
said that you wanted to talk to us.
I did. I had a message for you, and then he said you wanted me to come and deliver it personally.
Oh, you
About
just
to
said,
say.
He just said you had something to tell us.
Throws a look at the kobold, who is happily licking some beer off the floor, and shakes his head and goes, "Look, there is a contractor looking for some mercenary work, but there's something unusually sketchy about this person."
How so?
Figured,
Not just
well,
like, because they're usually pretty sketchy, but like
Yeah.
even more unusually so.
look at see the dude over there with all the clothes where you can't see any of his skin or flesh or hair or anything, and he speaks with a really weird, like, garbled voice. I don't really know what the hell he's talking about, and it's hard to hear him over all this commotion. But he did put down a bag of money on the table. I don't know if that interests you or not.
Yes.
It's a big bag of money.
No, about the size of a coffee cup. Probably 50 coins. They're gold. That's a lot of money. They're copper, silver.
If they're mithril, it's a lot of money.
Good thinking. They could be mithril. And yeah. Maybe even platinum. Or a combination.
Electrum.
That's a ridiculous currency. No one ever uses that. It's also an urban legend. I don't think it actually exists. Anyway, I gotta go punish a kobold, and you guys maybe want to deal with that weird fellow over there.
We'll send him over. I don't want to give up the table. It's crowded in here.
Smart thinking. Desmond goes over, grabs the kobold by the back of the shirt, and just walks back over to the shrouded figure. Has a few words with him. The shrouded figure makes his way slowly through the crowd, while Desmond hurls the kobold out the front door. And the fire marshal lets one more person in. Eventually, the cloaked and robed figure makes their way to your table and stands nearby. A little bit of room opens up around them because they're just sort of weird. The clothes are sort of dark, but also tattered, as if they're wearing like 3 layers of like different rags that all kind of overlap, so there's no holes in them, but none of them are really great quality. There's this like faint musty smell coming from them. It's like a little acidic. Not acidic, art, what's the word? It smells bad, doesn't matter.
Smells bad.
It smells bad, yeah. Stinky robed person. And the stinky robed person says in a very sort of garbled tongue, "I'm looking for killers, murderers, mercenaries."
That's us.
I mean, yeah, we got one killer, one mercenary. What's the other thing? You said
Murderer.
and kill. Okay, we got killer and a murder. I mean, the first time we killed it, it was an accident, so it's not murder.
Well, I mean, it depends if it's self-defense or like with a monster or something. It's just killing, right? I mean,
just
murder
got
is like, you know, maybe fell down a hole by accident or something. I don't know.
The distinction is not important. Anyway. My people have a local problem. Our greatest possession, a star, an enchanted star, has been stolen from us by some filthy, 4-legged, throat-enlarging, hippity-hoppity frogs. We need our enchanted star back. And the frogs, those that stole it, all need to die.
Is this a metaphorical star or just like a star-shaped object?
The robed figure pointedly turns away from your face. You still can't see what they're looking like, but he looks away towards Buck and goes, "What say you? Are you involved? Will you return?" "Oh, good. Excellent.
Yeah.
No need to be more cryptic then. What about you?" He says, looking towards... Oh, I'm already forgetting your name. Seraph.
There you go. Yeah, you got me. I'll go fight some giant toads.
Excellent. And you?
I mean, as long as it's like giant is good enough, but not like how big are we talking? Toads?
Yeah, how big are we talking, actually?
Medium-sized humanoids.
Okay, I could take on.
So wait, you say humanoids, so they're gonna have like spears as giant toads too?
Yes. And shields, wicker shields.
Hmm.
And reeds that they use to breathe underwater. Because while amphibious, they still don't have gills and they actually need air. But they can stay underwater for long periods of times with little hollowed out reeds.
These are some smart frogs here.
Yeah. Just some toad people.
Yes.
Are they like the toadies? Like what do we call them?
Bullywugs.
What?
Bullywugs, he says more loudly.
Okay, yeah. We'll kill your bullywugs for a fine amount of treasure.
Want to be paid? You don't just enjoy murder?
I mean, not usually.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like this would be justified self-defense, so I wouldn't even call it murder.
Yeah.
Right, I think this is
It's
just...
justice.
Yeah. What was the word we used earlier? It wasn't murder. What was
Killer.
it?
Yeah, so
Killer.
we're killers. We're not murderers.
Yeah.
That's okay, because it's not murder, so.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine.
Perhaps my language to common translator is poorly written. Does murder not mean ruthlessly and brutally slay all your enemies before you, leaving them no comfort or home?
Well, it's like a legality thing, you know? You can go talk to the gnomes about it. I think they could help you out.
Yeah, it's not very accepted.
In the meantime, I need you to go. Looks around for a place to pull out a map and pulls one of his robed hands and inside out of the other robed hand, slips it in between some fabrics and pulls out a small rolled up scroll and plops it down on the table, returning his hands to their hidden and bound state. And let's take a look at the map. It is a map of Nerid Lake. It covers about that area of it.
Okay.
And the figure sort of says, there, on the west bank of the lake, just where the inlet comes in, there's where they make their lair. And there's where they have stole our star.
All right, cool.
What do you mean by star though? Like from the does that mean it's like a god, right? Because that's what stars are, right? It's they're like gods, right?
No.
Is it just like a rock that's like permanently lit?
It's a 5-pointed steel object with a glass heart that spreads warm light. About the size of one of your human fists, maybe a little smaller.
Do we have to worry about is it a weapon? Do we have to worry about them using it on us, or is it just?
No.
Magic?
It's not a weapon. It was a gift from someone to our people a long time ago. Good. No more questions. Ready?
No more questions.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Cool.
The bullywugs are numerous and sneaky and treacherous. I believe the 3 of you will be perfect. That damn translator.
Sneaky.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll be on the lookout for any humanoid-sized frogs.
Yes, that one. That's correct.
We'll just murder them all.
Perfect, lovely.
How do we know you're not a humanoid? You've got a lot of clothes on. Maybe you're a humanoid-sized frog.
That's ridiculous. This gentleman, I pat him on the back. He's a
Go ahead.
fine man. He's a fine man.
You feel something sort of pokey when you pat him on the back.
Okay, I take my hand off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him go. I mean, he's a frog man. It's cool. He's paying us.
He's a frog. He's not a frog man. It's obvious he's not a frog man, right?
Yes.
Or maybe he's a lizard
Yeah.
man. I don't know. He's some reptile. I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
Why can't I just be a person?
I mean, because we could just pull off the hood and then we could go from
The
there.
figure like lurks backwards a little bit and says, "You have your orders. I'll see you here another time."
All right. I'm ready. I don't know about you guys.
Wait, how much are you paying us? As I yell out to him.
The figure is already moving through the loud crowd, seemingly not having heard a word you said.
Okay.
My bad.
All right. So, you have your mission. You have your orders. Let's see them carried out. Yeah. Anything you guys need to get before you leave town?
I don't know. What do you get? How do we find bullywugs and a Christmas tree star?
Well, he told us where they were at. They were just to the right of the lake. So we just got to get over there. And
The
then,
right of the lake? I think you
Yeah.
said west side, right?
Well, he said where the river came into the lake, which is on the
He said the inlet.
the inlet.
Where did he point now?
He did not point.
He said the west side.
He did say the west side.
And
of the
he
lake.
said the inlet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I was totally wrong. Okay.
Okay. We'll just surround the entire lake.
Yeah, it's not a big lake. It's
It's not a
only
big lake.
7 miles across one way and 8 the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's 30 miles around.
Yeah, it's tiny. You can do it.
Do you guys want to get anything?
Do we need like
I'm
water equipment? I don't know. What if they hide it in the lake or something? Like what would we do?
Very solid
Oh.
question.
Get a
'Cause,
reed?
we'll probably be dealing with water, so I don't know.
I mean, I have no idea. Regardless, with my
I'm
one.
gonna
silver-
buy like. Do they have like swimwear? I'm gonna buy swimwear.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
buy, like those big metal suits. The big.
No, I'm just talking about regular like beachwear.
Yeah, luckily for you, the Berkshire Fashion Show just happened yesterday, and all the hottest products have just hit market. The latest and greatest in men and women's fashion, especially swim fashion, are the what do you call them? The burlap speedos. Oh my god, it is all the rage.
Okay, I'll buy a pair. Just
Yeah, I'll buy a pair of those. How much are those?
The inside are like satin or silk, depending on what you want. So it's not like itchy on the inside, but you got that like rough outside textured fabric. Each burlap speedo costs 160 copper, so 1 gold, 6 silver. They are the finest of the fine,
1 gold.
and 6 silver.
My God.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. I mean, fashion comes at a price. If you
Yeah.
want to be hip, you gotta be willing to pony up the money.
Got it.
Speedo.
Excellent. All right.
Anything else?
In fashion or any else swimwear or any else you want to buy? What are you talking about?
I just don't even know what we could buy. Like I've just been looking through it, and there's just nothing that's.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah, sure.
then there's nothing, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, I've got rope, so other than that, I don't know what else.
What could you possibly want other than
We'll be
rope?
fine.
Nets. I don't know.
Maybe. All right, so off we go. Let's get our little camp token, and it's going to be a, what is this? This is like a 2-day journey to here. A little bit more than a 2-day, a little less than a 2-day journey to here. And then 27 miles to here. So maybe 3 days from Berkshire to this crossroads. And then how would you like to get to the swamp from here? Just straight across? Or do you have some like other crazy approach that you want to take?
How do y'all feel about coming from the south? So we kind of avoid that swampy section at first and do that part last? Or do you think they're actually in that horribly swampy section?
So you're talking kind of like
Yeah, go down and then up.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you don't even have to go that far down, just like around the swamp. And
You
then,
could just go around the swamp, like, go directly towards it, and then...
yeah,
go.
exactly. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
I am down with that.
Perfect. Let's roll. Let's change the music and roll for some random encounters. Overland with oxen. Here we go. Let's see. Is our no encounter? No encounter. All right. So the first 3 days are an easy and uneventful journey. You make your way down to here with no problems whatsoever. Just a couple other people on the road, some interesting sights, maybe an overturned cart here or there, but just a regular old 3-day journey. And during the course of this 3-day journey, what is the, how should I say it? Zev and Buck, you have adventured together before, but never with. Fuck, this is too small. I need to see better. Siraf. One of these days, I swear I'll get it. You've never adventured with Siraf before. Is this a guy that you can trust?
I don't know.
What race are you?
I'm an elf.
Okay.
An elf, a satyr, and a human.
Yeah.
And you're like a fancy-pantsy elf with like a horse and a pair of hunting dogs and like.
We only have a pair of dogs. We don't have a horse. I wish I could have afforded a horse. If I could have rolled a little bit better on those dice, maybe we were close.
Okay.
But we just have a nice tunic on. We got 2 dogs. They're pretty cool. They're just hanging out with us, you know. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice to all animals. So just chat with them. If you don't chat with me, that's how it'll go.
What do
You guys-
what do you do?
What do you mean?
I don't know. All that
I was a hunter before this, you know.
yeah.
Just hunted around, killed whatever tasted
Like on
good.
campsites and late at night, what do you do?
Oh, you know, he probably just works on his weapons, just make sure everything's sharp. Just has a whetstone, just goes over everything, make sure all his weapons are good. He's got a couple daggers, just, you know, hangs out by the fire.
Do you use magic to hunt?
You know, if you mess with the bow a lot, sometimes you get a little desperate. It happens sometimes. But, you know, I don't really like exploded birds, so, you know, try to hit them with the arrows.
Yeah, I've got a horse now.
Magic is just your hobby then? It's not really even, it's not your profession.
Well, I wouldn't say it's more useful in other circumstances. You know, if you get in fights or, you know, if you need to get places quickly, you know, it can help sometimes.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So you find your spot, and it's time to turn off the road and head towards the swamp. Any precautions I should be aware of you guys taking on your journey? Anything I should know? Or are you guys just like blazing a trail ahead in the direction you want to go?
I've got a horse.
You're hunting dogs or something that could, I don't know.
They're war dogs. They're not hunting dogs.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I should have got a hunting
better,
dog.
right?
Say
Even
what?
better? Even better if they're war dogs? More vicious.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, for the most part, they're 2 big mastiffs, so I would imagine they're pretty ferocious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is a war then. So this is definitely not murder. These are military combatants. That's not
Right,
murder.
exactly.
Yeah.
It is murder.
You guys continue along until you hit the edge of the lake. That evening? How far is this? Yeah, it's going to be that evening you arrive at the edge of the lake. And as you do so, you come across a small, old wooden pier. Looks like it's in a dilapidated state, but there are some very large, like, webbed footprints near the pier sitting there. Because, you know, footprints don't do things.
You said that they breathe underwater with reeds, right? So are there any reeds sticking out near the dock?
A whole bunch, you know? There looks like there's all sorts of reeded plants everywhere out in the water.
Guys, we're surrounded.
Great. So that was a useful piece of information.
Yeah, are we at the dock or are we?
Yes, you are at the dock as of present. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go to like the edge of the water and just kind of look at the water.
It's dark. It's murky. The sun is setting. The bugs are coming out. The sounds like...
I'll start changing into my Speedo.
Nice. Are you going to go swimming tonight?
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Prepared.
Always good to have on underneath, just in case you need like a quick swim, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here you are at the edge of the dock. The sun is beginning to set. There's no sign of any creatures moving, but you do have these fairly fresh, large, like 3-toed, webbed footprints. They almost look like dinosaur tracks.
Just playing, guys. We could go along the water, just kind of like looking around, or we could camp and prepare some spells.
I mean, we could set up a spot and then go one way one day, and then one day the other, and then if we still don't find them, we can move to the other side.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably like in the swamp somewhere, I'd say. Maybe we could go along on that side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So is the question, do we want to do it today or tomorrow? Is that what it comes down to?
Yeah, let's do it
Tonight in the dark?
tonight in the dark. No.
Are frogs nocturnal? I don't even know.
Frogs.
It's a
Would they
great
have
question.
a light source? Would they like?
I don't know. I have infravision. I don't know if the satyr does or not.
I do.
So,
I don't.
wow,
I'm a human.
unfortunate. So I guess tomorrow it is?
All right.
Yes, I'm sure.
You guys make camp here by the docks. You set a fire, or are you going to be chilly tonight?
We need that fire.
Yeah.
Be out here in the bog. That fire.
You want to ward off the damp and the cold, you know?
Mainly, I'm just a soft boy.
Right. So you're all sitting around your fire. And let's see. 1, 2, 3. Zev, it is your turn on watch that night. I would like you to make me a perception check.
All right. There we go.
25 is quite nice. And did you say you have infravision?
Yes.
Even better. So you're sitting around the fire. It's your turn on watch. The others are, sleeping somewhere. When you can see near the end of the dock, something is climbing out of the water. Slowly, very slowly and carefully, and like making its way onto the pier.
Does it look like they have any weapons on them, or it's just they can't really
At this
tell?
point, it's sort of just like a shapeless mass.
Okay. I'm gonna quietly try to wake up the elf.
All right, give me a dex check or a move silently. Move silently. You're roguish. Yeah.
Or yeah. So do I just make that? Do I just click dex? Okay.
Sure. Yes, that will be perfect. Doesn't really matter what you roll because you have 19 dex and it's fine. So you easily nudge the elf awake in the dark, and by the time you look back, you can see that there is some sort of frog-like creature that has made it up onto the edge of the pier.
Oof.
Should we
See,
talk to it?
He's got a spear.
I mean, is it just one?
It's just one.
could probably ask it where the star is.
Does this look like a fraud guy, though? Wouldn't they be mad at us?
Well, yeah, but we could threaten it. We could just give it. Maybe it doesn't want the star.
Well, let's wait for it to get closer first. That way it can't just dive back in.
Okay.
It does make its way down the pier really carefully and slowly. It's like pressed flat and it's like moving one arm and then moving its body and then the other arm and then the leg. So it's creeping in your direction. Let's see. Does it notice that you guys are paying attention to it? Its perception's not that great. It's slowly creeping in your direction, though. Little by little.
When it gets to like where like the land and the water meet, I want to cast sleep on it.
Okay. Is that the spot you want?
Yeah,
there?
well, a little bit further forward, like one more square. So that way he's like not above the water, he's like closer to land.
Sure. It comes creeping on in right here.
Is there another one that we see? Or there's two?
Do you see others? Just one right now, right?
Okay. On the map, it shows two of them.
Oh, well, yeah, then there's definitely two. Certainly.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that sleep spell going off?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. You're only targeting the one, so roll me your hit dice. 2d4, I believe.
I was looking it up. Yep, 2d4.
And I do not think the Bullywug's going to have less than that. Bullywug. 3 on the hit dice. Thankfully, the Bullywugs don't have that many hit dice. And it immediately falls asleep. You guess. You know, it doesn't... It was already prone, and it stays prone. It just sort of stops moving as your colored sand and rose petals fall to the ground around you.
Yep.
Where is the sleeping? We don't have a sleeping icon, so we're going to give it that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There's one behind us, guys.
Oh, there's a couple behind us. Oh, we should wake up our friend.
Yeah.
So I want to go on over and wake up. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your character's name. Matt.
Buck. All right. Yeah, you guys can
Yeah.
easily wake up Buck.
Okay. Just stand up. What's up?
There's some lizardmen coming in or something.
Okay.
Should be awake. There's more than one for sure.
I'm just going to shoot at this point, I think.
Yeah, is it initiative?
I'm just seeing if I can get a surprise or something on them.
All right. Well, yeah, you can go ahead. They're certainly not surprised, but you can start with your full complement of actions before we roll initiative. Go for it.
Cool. Yeah, so shoot the one not through the bottom one here.
This one. All right.
Because I got a direct shot on it.
Give me some rolls to hit. Oh my. Those both do triple damage. Those are both double crits. Those are solid rolls. 3 plus 4? 4 from Dex, 3 from level?
And I've got specialization.
Right.
Yeah, and level 3 too, so yeah.
And he's a cedar.
Yeah. Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, roll me, what is that going to be? 3d6 damage? Twice? 66 damage? To the
How far
one?
away?
30 feet exactly.
Okay, wait. I drew something wrong. Whatever. How do I delete that?
Got it for you.
Cool. So let's roll 3d6 plus 3.
Well, you do 21 damage to the creature with 3 hit points. So I believe that you get like one arrow down the throat and through the body, and then as like the creature pulls up from the force of the impact, the other one just pins it directly to the tree here.
Okay.
Which will certainly trigger our initiative for the one, is it just one? Remaining creature.
Yeah.
Who rolls astoundingly bad with an 11 on their initiative.
How fast is casting a spell?
The casting time of the spell listed in the spell list. Magic missile, I believe, is 1.
It is 1.
I lied. It is 3.
It's 3.
It should be 1. I thought it was 1. I thought all first level wizard spells were 1.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
That's what you had on the spell list.
Yeah, I'm looking at the spell list right now, and it says, oh, I'm looking at the wrong spell list. That's why. It's probably 1.
It says 1.
Yeah, it's 1. I just have the wrong spell list open. My mistake.
Okay.
All right, can the bullywug survive long enough? It's not looking like it. Buck gets an 8, Seraph gets an 8, and Zev gets a 12. All right, Seraph, it's your turn. Your dogs can go on your turn.
Oh man, then it's definitely gonna die. I was just gonna shoot my my bow at it. So
Go. Sure. There's some cover in between the two of you, though. You
well, I mean,
can
we
move if
can
you'd like.
right there.
Perfect. Clear line of sight to the bullywug. Make your shot.
All right.
18 will certainly hit it.
And you got to roll your own damage, right?
Yep. It should be D6.
6.
Oh.
Cool.
It is... Why is this not showing up? Badly wounded. Very
All right.
badly wounded. Do you
So
send your dogs after him, too?
We for sure do. We send the first one, which will be the first dog always in the order, and we'll see. What do they roll to hit? I've got them down somewhere. Is it just a D20 for them?
Mm-hmm. D20 plus 1?
There's a D20 plus 1, which is a 6.
That is definitely not going to hit.
Then second one. $18.
That will hit. And I believe that will shred the 1 HP bullywug regardless of what you roll.
That's
you
2d4, I think.
2d4 damage, yeah. So, quickly, quietly, the bullywugs are dispatched. Yep, that's definitely more than one. Two of them lie dead. One of them lies asleep near your small little camp at the edge of the water.
Easy, guys.
So easy.
Easy.
Okay, should we tie this guy up?
Yeah, I think so. I've got some rope on one of the dogs, and if y'all don't have any.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and grab it.
Okay.
All right. You can tie him up. Where do you want to put him?
This big tree. This big log right here.
Oh, what about this tree over here with his back to his dead friends so he can't see that they're dead?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right. You tie him up with his back so he can't see his dead friends, and it takes 5 minutes for him to wake up. Eventually he does, and sort of stirs the sleep from his eyes and blinks, once this way and once the other way, and looks to the three of you and just goes,
Ribbit.
Rabbit.
You speak ribbit, right, Satyr?
Ribbit.
Yeah.
In Kobold, I'll say, do you speak Kobold?
Surprise, surprise, he does speak Kobold. And the frogman says back to you, ass.
Tell me, where's the star?
What? They're in the sky.
Where's the small metal artifact that you stole from the people of this area?
What?
Where are your people?
We have come to trade fish.
With us?
Yes.
Why are you sneaking up on us?
With weapons?
We always carry our fishing spears. What are we gonna do? Leave them behind?
Do we look like fish to you?
No. That's why we were going to trade fish to you.
Okay. In comment, I'm going to turn to them and I'm going to say, let's make a story about how their other two friends disappeared and then go trade fish with this guy and his people.
Okay.
What's going on? What do you mean? Weren't they coming to kill us?
No, they weren't. They were here to trade fish with us. Completely friendly. Or so he is saying to us.
Interesting.
Rabbit.
But I'm not sure how capable he is of lying. And I look at his, like, bullywug face.
It's bulbous and bumpy, and you're not very good at reading lies on bullywugs. It's hard to tell, right?
On frogs, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty inscrutable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that we know they were coming to trade fish, do they have any fish on them, on any of these bodies?
You can go and take a look. I don't think you've investigated the bodies very much.
No. Let's kind of walk over to this one first.
Yeah, he's got like a little satchel next to him. It's like a leather bag that's been like clamped shut at one end, and inside it are some water and 2 fish.
Okay, just 2.
Just 2.
All right, come over. What about this one?
Same thing. A little bag with some water in it. 3 fish in this one's bag.
And the one that when we brought him over from the docks, did he have the same thing?
No, this one had no bag. Just the weapon. And a turtle shell strapped to his back.
So I'd like to come back and tell the rest of the party to be like, they have very few fish. We're coming to trade fish. I mean,
They could be dumb. I don't know. They could just be.
well, they're obviously dumb. They're sneaking in the middle of the night, coming from 3 different directions at a camp. That's pretty dumb.
Yeah. Well, we could like sneak one of us in, and then the rest of like the other 2 could do Overwatch, or we'd sneak 2 of us in and do Overwatch, or we could all go in.
Let's go buy some fish. I like fish.
Well, how are we going to get him away from here without seeing his buddies?
Blindfold him.
Yeah.
Put him
That's
in
a very friendly thing to do. I'm sure he's going to take well to that.
That's
I mean, all right.
Nothing sketchy about being
walk away.
blindfolded.
I'll go start dragging the bodies away.
Where are you going? The bullywug is strapped to the tree and he's like, can't really see anything, but you guys are now like walking around behind him a whole bunch, and it's kind of weirding him out. Why am I tied up?
Talk to him.
You snuck. We just want to make sure you weren't here to hurt us. Well, we'll let you go in a second. Sorry for putting you to sleep.
What? Oh. Did my friends leave me behind?
They did. They ran away. Yeah.
I want to start dragging this body at this point too, and I want to bring it like over here somewhere, or just farther away.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Where did you want to? I didn't see where you pinged.
Just further down.
Okay,
just
way down. Right.
yeah, just away.
You can drag the bodies behind this. It takes a little effort to unpin the one from the tree, but you hide them behind some bush and head back to the bullywug. He goes, so, you'll untie me now that you understand it's safe.
Yeah. We'll
He's
die.
asking
Yeah, that's fine.
Good. Unfortunately, my friends had the fish, so I have nothing to trade right now, but our home has many fish. Are you hungry?
I am hungry.
Absolutely.
We are hungry.
Good. Good. Come with me then. And he starts like hopping this way. Hippity hop, hippity hop.
Okay.
Hippity hop, hippity hop. Cool. He gets not too terribly far, just over to this log over here, where he turns around and kind of uses the log like a table, reaches into the swamp nearby, pulls out a bag, and plops 2 fish onto the log, and looks at you guys and goes, "So, what do you have to trade?"
Is this your home?
"Yes, I live in the log."
I'm gonna look inside the log.
It's just kind of dirt and some water. It doesn't look very comfortable. There's nothing that would even resemble a home. It just looks like a log in a swamp.
Hey, you live like this, dude? This is
Are you judging me? This is all I can afford.
I'm not judging you. I'm empathizing with you, really. There's so much out there in the world, so much value to be attained. You know, you could build a house. And
I would love to, but first I need to trade to make
how
for
much
better
fish?
resources.
Start pulling out coins.
Oh, we don't use coins. Do you have something else?
I have a burlap speedo.
Sold.
Right.
And he slides the 2 fish across the table in your direction.
Okay, I'm gonna go change out of the speedo and then sell it to him
Great.
or trade it with him.
Sure. He takes a Speedo and tries to put it on, and it doesn't quite fit his big bullywug hips, but he's really soft. So he just like pulls it up anyway, and the rest of his frogness sort of like lumps out, muffin topping. And he takes a few moments to try and move in it and goes, "Wow, it's fashionable. Here, try the fish."
I hand the fish to Seraph. Try the fish.
Who's Sarah?
Yeah.
The dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sarah. Yeah.
The dog.
So we're just gonna take it back over to the fire, and we're gonna put it on
No,
a stick.
wait! Don't! They're best raw. Don't ruin the fish.
He's telling you not to cook it. It's best raw. Don't ruin the fish.
So I'm gonna nod at him like I understand, and then I'm gonna keep going towards the fire. That's not gonna happen.
He starts hopping after you, shouting in Kobold, "Wait! No!
No,
You'll
no,
ruin
stop.
it!"
Hey, don't listen to him. Or don't, you know how elves are.
Feed it to the dog.
Maybe you don't.
I'm sure the dog would like it. Yeah, they're hungry.
Yeah, but I
Listen, Mr.
don't want to poison my dogs. I don't want them to die to some random fish.
We're looking for other bullywugs. Do you know any other bullywugs?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you could introduce us to your neighbors.
But first, just make him stop cooking the fish. It's gonna ruin the flavor.
He's still talking about the fish.
I mean, is he gonna take us to the to his people? If we'll do that, I'll stop cooking the fish.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Totally.
All right,
yeah.
so we'll stop cooking the fish then. We got what we needed.
He patiently waits to see if you enjoy the fish that he's trading for trading to you.
Yeah.
I patiently wait to not eat the fish.
So by this time, it should be kind of seared. So I'm gonna try to pick like the most done portion I can find,
Mm-hmm.
like small portion, and then we're gonna try that bit.
Sure. You take a small bit of the cooked portion and munch on it, and it tastes like fish. Like maybe, slightly cooked fish or seared on one side, undercooked on the other side sort of fish.
So I take a bite and just real big. Yeah, it's real good. It's great fish.
Good. Eat more. Eat up. Fish make you grow up to be big and strong.
Right now I'm so full, and I'll just, I'll hand it back over to one of the other party members, whoever's closer. So
I think Zev is closer at this point in time.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the dog over to it. I'm gonna let the dog because it's hungry.
So my dogs are trained, Neal, so we're going to send them away. We're going to send them as far away from here as we can go.
Zeb starts petting the dogs, and you give a command, and the dogs sort of like run off for a little bit. The bullywug looks after them, and looks back to you guys, and goes, "Oh."
They'll be back. They had to go look at something.
Watch it.
Bullywug stares intently at Zeb.
I'm gonna talk to these guys. I'm gonna whisper to them, like, what if we just made something up about there being lizard men here, and that's why the dogs were here, and then we scare it. We scare them so we go like warn their friends or something.
Well, I mean, we do want to finish sleeping tonight, right? Just go tomorrow, or
Well, I think we should maintain a good relation with this bullywug in the hopes of infiltrating. I don't know.
I mean, we can do the lizard man idea. I mean, that's fine with me.
Well, yeah, but
That'll explain his friends not showing back up. Actually, that'd be
As
cool.
a story. Okay.
Yeah, that could work. I'm down.
Okay. I'm gonna look over to them. Like the dogs have sensed an enemy. Do you know these lizard creatures?
Yes, they're the worst. They're liars, thieves, murderers, scoundrels.
We think they're here to attack you guys.
Why would you think that?
Because the dogs just noticed him.
You're probably right. You should give me a weapon so we can defend ourselves.
Doesn't he have his? He has.
I already gave you the strongest weapon. You're wearing it.
He looks down at his crotch, and looks back up at you and goes, "But my spear."
I mean, I guess we can give him back his fishing spear.
You give him back his spear, and he crouches low and starts looking in the direction the dogs ran, bracing himself for when the lizard folk show up.
So I'm gonna like sneak off a little bit closer to the dogs, and then I'm just gonna tell them to come back with me, and then we're just all gonna walk back.
Sure. You come back with your dogs. The lizard folk is still there with the spear, waiting. Not the lizard folk, the bullywug.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess they ran off. The dogs probably scared them away. Cowardly creatures.
If they're gone, we should stop and eat some fish, he says, and he hops back over to his log and reaches a hand in and pulls out a fish and sets it down and pulls out another fish and nods and starts munching on the raw fish.
Well, maybe with these lizard creatures so close, we should go to your village for more people for protection.
Certainly. But we should go on full stomachs. Eat up.
Well, I've already had so much of that first fish. I'm feeling fantastic. I don't know about the rest of the party.
He continues staring at Zeph, who still has the fish he gave you.
I'm allergic to fish.
Oh no, what a tragedy. Fish should not go to waste, he says, and he stares at Buck.
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna take a fish and I'm gonna take out my dagger and I'm gonna start to like gut it, and I'm just gonna like really just start like.
No, really, you're gonna ruin the delicious
drop it all
flavor.
onto the grass and then just drop it all onto the grass and be like,
oh no, you've ruined it.
all right, can we go now? I'm gonna clean off the dagger.
The bullywug kind of starts hopping along the edge of the shore a little bit, and
Yeah.
yeah.
If he did, I mean, I think we're all keeping a pretty close eye on him.
Yeah.
He's hopping along the edge of the shore, hops onto his log, starts like wading through the watery part, but sticking near the edge of the shore, and then like hops off and drops below the water.
I mean, I guess we just stop right there and wait. I mean, there's...
He does not return.
God damn it. Okay. He
His
was
plans...
mostly full of shit, right?
I mean, maybe, or maybe he was just really into his fish, and
I feel like we still defeated him. Despite what just happened, I feel like we still defeated him.
I think you guys offended him is more like it. You know, you didn't appreciate his way of eating fish, and it really got to him. And also, you guys didn't put out your fire, so I don't know, or maybe you did, and we didn't talk about it.
No, I think it was definitely still going because I definitely tried to cook on it. I don't think we were to put out the fire.
Nice.
I'm gonna burn his log.
Sure. Yeah, you can set fire to his log. It will go up and eventually just be gone.
Sick.
All right. No more log. Why don't we take our first break here? The dangerous and deadly bullywug encounter was defeated very anticlimactically. Yes, it was a poisoned fish he was trying to feed you. I think you all caught on very quickly to that. And we'll come back on the other side of our break with some more bullywug adventures. See you guys soon.